That song gets me jamming. Something about that song. I'm like, I don't know who sings that song, but Pretty People, it gets me going. Welcome to Pink Table Talk. I'm super excited. I think it said, y'all saw it. I think it said episode 23. This is really cool. Oh my gosh. I'm excited to have you be with us today on the Pink Table again. And we are coming to you hot with one of my good girlfriends. You know, it's so unique. It's kind of weird to interview your girlfriend because we go way back. But I'm telling you, the Pink Table Talk crew, you will love it. So I want to welcome every guest that's here today. You're going to get to hear a little bit of Sabrina's story, and then you're going to fall in love with our product offer today. And you just might decide to join our team. But I'm telling you also, stay tuned because we're giving away some cash. So thank you so much. We are bringing her to the stage right now. None other than my girlfriend, Sabrina Goodwin. Monday, come on up to the stage. And I just gotta give her a little round of applause here.
Oh, yay! We love applause. We love applause. Yeah.
We love applause. We love applause. Hey, girlfriend. Okay. The one I talk to every day,
Every day, 3-4 times a day.
So it is so cool though, because you know how we are. We always talk about our friends to our other friends, you know, and so I love telling your story to friends, not just those that are connected in Mary Kay, because everybody knows you in Mary Kay, but those that are connected outside. And I just, I get teary-eyed thinking about it because I'm so excited for people to just learn a little bit more about your story for the guests that don't know, because right now I have 6 grandkids in my house and so many parenting skills that I haven't mastered. I learned from watching you with them babies growing up and hearing you talk about it and marriage and keeping it together. I learned a lot from you. So thank you so much for all that you've taught me over the years and continue to teach me every day. So welcome to the Pink Table. We want to get to know you, Sabrina. So let's meet Sabrina. Like, how do your friends describe you? How would they describe you?
Oh my goodness, Katrina, you're one of them. You're one of my best. So you could probably describe me better than I can describe myself. But first, I want to thank you for the generous invitation. You always do things in excellence. I love Pink Table Talk, your brand, what you stand for, the power of the product, the power of the possibilities. We love being here with you and yours. You know, this journey has been amazing. My life has been amazing. I wake up grateful. I think people would describe me as grateful, highly appreciative of life. I was talking to my 90-year-old aunt the other day, and she's just full of wisdom. And I've learned to appreciate the longer we live, the longer we learn. And we were talking about a family member who had recently passed. And she said, well, you know, as her grandmother used to say, they're gone, but life is for the living. So basically, she was saying we shouldn't be sad. We're glad that we had them when we did. And so I just think more than anything, people would describe me as grateful. People would describe me as high energy, positive. What else? Love family. I don't know. It's hard to describe.
Yeah. Funny. Some people describe you as messy.
Okay. Yeah, messy. Okay. I love some tea. I love talking about the tea. I love giving the tea. Journalism is my background. So, you know, I have a nose for news, just naturally. So, yeah, that would be me.
But mostly passionate. I mean, Sabrina, love is, I know one of our mutual friends, Thea Elvin, she used to say love on legs. Like, that is you. That's just who you are. Everybody loves you. Everybody gets along with you. I mean, you can walk into any environment and be the belle of the ball, but not put the focus all on you. You just have a genuine ability to remember things that are important to everybody, you know? And so that is your gift. And so that's why I love us together, because I can handle the background, you can handle the front ground. And work it out.
We make a great team. We make a great team.
We do. So Sabrina, not everybody knows about your background, your history. You talked a little bit about your 90-year-old aunt, and that is just hearing you talk about your family is so rich because, you know, only child. My family was this, and hearing you talk about your family, just talk a little bit about the heritage of your family growing up in Tulsa and what, you know, the Goodwins.
Yeah. Thank you, Katrina. I come from a family of fighters. I grew up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm a descendant of the race massacre survivors, 1921 race massacre. If you don't know that story, please read about this story, understand the history, the legacy that resides in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Basically, in 1921, there was a riot. It was 300 homes, businesses burnt to the ground just simply because of the color of our skin. My grandfather was the youngest entrepreneur on Wall Street, and our family built from the ashes. We built the businesses back. Luckily, our family home was not destroyed, but so many of our friends and family members' homes were destroyed. And just to watch my family rebuild from the ashes has always been inspiring. And my family's still the oldest African American newspaper in the state of Oklahoma is still standing after 100 years. My uncle runs it. My great grandfathers started it. My grandfather ran it for years. Now my uncle and dad ran it. My dad passed away, and now my uncle, who is 24 years old, a practicing attorney, still runs the newspaper to this day. So rich family heritage. You know, when I run against a hard time, when I come across obstacles, I think about my ancestors and what they did and died for, and why I have no reason to complain. Just fight the good fight.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And for those that are watching that aren't familiar with the story, when she said Wall Street, Black Wall Street, so many people do not know the story, but we're grateful now that there's so many more of our history, our true history that is being told, and we're able to tell our own story, which is amazing. And so let's talk about your, like, Sabrina before Mary Kay, the professional background. You kind of told us a little bit about journalism, but what
Yeah.
were you doing before you became part of this pink world?
This fabulous pink world that we have learned to love. I fell in love with the pink early on. You know, I come from a journalistic background. My family owns a newspaper, but I could have gone back home after grad school, but I wanted to spread my wings. And so I attended Tennessee State University, got my undergrad degree from there, go Tigers, then went on to Boston University. My aunt was a television anchor in Boston, and she attended BU and for her graduate degree. And so I followed my aunt and knew that she was a trailblazer in the industry. And so I wanted to go where I could learn a lot. And that was my training ground. Uh, could not find a good job out of grad school that paid me in broadcasting. So I applied for print journalism and started working for one of the largest newspapers in the country, the Boston Globe, and was there for a while. And entrepreneurship, because I come from a family of entrepreneurs, runs deep in my blood. I had a good job at the newspaper, but I wanted something on my own. And so I started my accessories business, hats, scarves, belts, jewelry, something called my own. And in that store was when Mary Kay found me. Gloria Mayfield Banks walked into my store. I think about this story 35 years later and think how my life changed because a woman walked into my business and offered me the opportunity. So entrepreneurship has always been big for me and my family. I knew that I didn't want to work for somebody else the rest of my life. I thought that I would go learn the journalism side of things and then go back to the family business. Never quite made it back to live in Tulsa and work there. But I do know that you never know what life has in store for you. God orders your steps and you follow those steps. And so I'm grateful for the journey that I have been on. It's been very rewarding. Yeah, very rewarding.
So many people I interview here, we talk about prior to entrepreneurship, but you talk about entrepreneurship has been deep in your family. And so this just was a natural transition. So before we talk about this transition, can you just give your sister a shout out, because she is truly carrying on the legacy right now.
Oh my goodness. And you know, I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of her because Tulsa, you know, will always be true to my heart. But I know that my grandparents and my parents are so proud of my sister Regina, who came back home, state representative for 9 years, working the community, loving the community, fighting for the community, and just won the state Senate seat in the state of Oklahoma. Yes, yes, yes. We've got a senator in the family. Senator
Awesome.
Regina Goodwin was just there last month, helping her campaign, helping her in that election. And she was highly victorious. And just, I mean, talking about passionate, that
Mhm,
chick is passionate
mhm,
for the
mhm,
cause,
mhm.
passionate for the community. So we come from a family of passion, and we try to live in the passion.
Yeah, it runs deep. It runs deep. I loved her slogan, "Good wins." I love that. That was so amazing.
We've been using
So
that, Katrina, ever since when we were running in elementary school for student council. And Sabrina is a good win. My brother Eric is a good win. The name works, right? The name
it
works.
works. It works. That is so good. So, so Gloria walks into your store, the number one income earner in all of Mary Kay. She is a Mary Kay icon. We call her the GOAT, okay, the greatest of all time. Some people
Yeah.
had a name. She really owns a name, okay? So she walks in, but she was brand new in the business and was definitely not who she is today, right? From the in this pink world. What led you to say yes, like really? And how was it when you were getting your business started?
Yeah. How was it when I was getting my Mary Kay business started?
Yeah.
Is that
Hmm.
yeah?
Yeah. Hmm.
Well, when Gloria recruited me, like I said, she walked into my store. She shared the opportunity. I was a snob. I mean, a broke snob. Nose in the air. Oh no, Mary Kay, that's great for you, but I don't think so for me. I have this going on. I have that going on. You got those girlfriends, talk the talk and barely walking the walk. I was that girlfriend. Okay, I needed some supplemental income. Girlfriend had a full-time job. Girlfriend had a store of my own. But you know what? There was still more month than money. And
Hmm.
Gloria walked in. And honestly, it would take a Gloria to walk into my life boldly, confidently, to talk about Mary Kay.
Hmm.
I really didn't know that that's what Mary Kay was. Honestly, 35 years ago, I thought it was for older women. Now I'm one of those women, okay? I thought it was for women with the big bouffant blonde hairdos. I don't have that, but I really thought it was something different. And she painted a different picture. She was young, African American, entrepreneurship, smart, from Harvard
Mhm,
Business School. And I
mhm,
was like, this chick has an MBA from Harvard and
mhm,
she's doing Mary Kay. I
mhm,
need to listen. So it really was who presented it for me that
mhm,
made me take a deep look into the opportunity. And when she explained, we make 50% on the dollar. We have no territories, and I could do it on my time. I
mhm.
said, let me look at it a little closer. I did tell her no for 2 to 3 months. I wasn't interested, but that chick was pleasantly persistent. And so, what I learned early on from Gloria is to be pleasantly persistent, not pushy, but pleasantly persistent.
Mhm. That is so true. What other tips would you give to entrepreneurs if you just had to
Mm,
kind of think about what you've learned? It's so rich. I mean, I haven't been there with you the entire time, but majority of it,
mhm.
probably 80% of it. How would you summarize some of the most valuable lessons you've learned that have helped you become a successful entrepreneur?
Oh my goodness. Emotional management. We got to get our heads together, friends, out here
Mhm,
in this world of business.
mhm,
That if you don't manage your emotions, manage your mind, you can't manage your time. And
mhm,
so there's a lot that goes on in life. We have to manage a lot, but you got to show up. No matter the day of the week, no matter the time of the day, people depend on you. People need you. You are a leader of leaders, and so you
mhm,
have to manage to show up. So I think
mhm,
that's been my greatest lesson in entrepreneurship is how to show up in spite of. We don't wake up with roses and rainbows every day, but
mhm,
you got to get on that telephone. You got to make a sale. You have to have discipline. So those are the strongest lessons: emotional management and discipline in
mhm,
becoming a strong entrepreneur. Because life pulls you in a lot of different directions, and you got
mhm.
to learn how to pull yourself where you need to be.
Absolutely. And one of the things that I admire most about you is just the grit that you have and how it's in your entire family, it's in your kids. And so many people, they come from this their ancestors and they come from this stock, and passing that on to their kids is not as easy for people, and as they become more privileged, and as we have more
Mm,
in today's culture, and you can, everything is right at your fingertips, because I know it wasn't like that for mama and them and great mama, great
mm.
grandmama, and all of those. So let's talk about your love life, so then we can talk about the kids, because here you are and here enters my brother. Okay. So one of the most challenging things is how to balance marriage and put it all
Mm.
together, how to really become that Proverbs 31 woman. So Sabrina, talk a little bit about Kenny, him entering your life, and how do you guys make it work, because he's got a big life himself.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my goodness. You know what? I know this is like a podcast, and so the whole story would take a long time. So I'm gonna give you the short version. But grateful that God granted me the man of my dreams, perfect man for me. My goodness. We went to high school together, but never dated. He always was dating somebody else. I was always dating somebody else. But we always flirted with each other. And so Mary Kay brought us back together. A consultant in my unit reintroduced us, basically said he was a coach at the university, and one of his friends was a coach. And he had dinner at their house, and his wife started talking about her Mary Kay business. And he said, "Oh, I got a friend who's big in Mary Kay." She said, "Oh yeah, my director is big in Mary Kay. I'm not big yet, but I'm working on being big." She said, "But my director lives on the East Coast." He said, my friend lives on the East Coast." And he said, "Well, I think she lives in Boston." She said, "My director lives in Boston." Lo and behold, they were talking about Sabrina. And so he
You
said,
owe
"No
her
way."
everything. You owe her
Okay,
everything.
exactly. Thank you, Natasha Ingram. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so he said, "Well, I'd love to be in touch with Sabrina. Can I have her number?" She said, "Oh, no, I can't give you my director's number. I have to check with her." Girl, she called me and said, "Girl, give him my number. Okay, give him my number." And make a long story short, within 6 months, we were engaged. Within a year, we were married. And
Sorry.
it just really is a love story that continues to evolve. In marriage, there's always issues, there's always problems, but we have fought. We've been married for 31 years to hold this thing together, raise kids, have kids. I mean, I've done this business with no kids, pregnant, little babies, growing kids, college kids, crazy kids, happy kids, sad kids. I mean, successful kids, misgo kids, because that's who we are. Your kids are a product of you, and there are no perfect people allowed. So life just encourages you to just keep on keeping on working with what you got. I love Kenny Mundy, first African American to win a gold medal in the sport of wrestling. He is history. He really is. You open up the Britannica Encyclopedia under Olympian, and there's Kenny Monday. So very proud of who he is and who he be.
You are my only two friends in the world. And the chat is going crazy. I see y'all in the chat, but I know, does anybody else out there have a couple friends that where the husband and wife are both in a museum? Like,
I know.
okay, you in the Mary
Yeah,
Kay Museum, which
yeah.
is an international museum all over the world, 40 countries all
Mm,
over. And Kenny, of course, in the museum. Okay. And I mean, Encyclopedia Britannica. Are you kidding me?
mm.
That is just wild and crazy. So, just a couple other tips when life is lifing, and it's a little bit, a little bit or a lot crazy, and you're going for a goal. How do you balance marriage and
Yeah.
going for the gusto in your business, not sacrificing your personal dream of winning?
Mhm. That's so good because especially as women, we tend to carry it all. We are the heavy. We emotionally carry a lot, and then physically we do a lot. Right, Katrina? As
Mhm,
women, we wear a lot of different hats. Uh,
mhm,
I'm so grateful because my business has taught me to really be a manager of it all. I was talking to a good girlfriend last night, and she said, "Sabrina," because I called to check on her girls. They had their first day of camp, drama camp, theater camp yesterday. But I knew I needed to check in, and they had gotten long. But I called right quick at the end of the night. I said, "I just wanted to check on the girls." She said, "Sabrina, I just don't know how you do it all. How do you keep up with everybody and everything?" Because I
mhm,
just love people so much. People make the world go round. Maybe it's just how my DNA. I care deeply. I know that we have to be our sister's keeper. We have to be our brother's keeper. And so I have just, I split my brain as best I can. Like, this is going on over here, then this is going on over there, this is going on down here, but it's all got to keep going. And that takes discipline. It takes time management. It takes understanding. It takes spiritual guidance. It takes quiet time. It takes getting up early in the morning to do your meditation, to center yourself. Because if you're not centered for yourself with God, you can't be good for everybody else. So I think one of the things is so important is we got to take care of you. Got to take care of you. Before you take care of anybody else or anything, you really do have to take care of you. Taking God as your power partner and saying, okay, God, it's me and you to take on this day, because a day brings on a lot, you guys, but we can handle it. God never, ever gives you the vision without provision. I do believe that. And so many times we shortchange ourselves. We get down, life is going on, and we shut down. We can't shut down because it's too much to do, places to go, people to see, things to do. So you got to just get it done. And it does take micromanaging yourself first.
We celebrate all women that are doing it. There are so many examples, but I know you'll agree that working from home has made a massive difference, right? Just the hours you save not having to go to an office, right?
Such a blessing. We're so blessed to have a home-based business. Before COVID, we've been doing this thing for a long time from the house. And that's what sets us apart. We've been, when they say you can't have it all, you can. You really can, especially when you control your time, especially when you decide who you're going to see today, how you're going to see them, whether you're going to see them virtually or whether you're going to see them in real life. It's your life. When you work for yourself, you dictate what that day looks like. Kenny left out here early this morning, had a camp in Philadelphia. He said, "What's your day?" I said, "I'm booked and busy from the morning to the evening. Today, I'm booked and busy. Now, tomorrow, I won't be as booked and busy. But today, I'm booked and busy." But I love that we get to control our time. I love that nobody tells me when to get up and when to go down. I love that I control my paycheck, that if I want more, I do more. I love that, Katrina. When I work for somebody else, I'm looking to see if he's going to come in my cubicle and say, "This is the month that you get promoted. This is the month that you get the good assignment." That messes with your mind when you got to look over your shoulder and wait for somebody to validate you. We validate ourselves when we're self-employed.
For sure. Absolutely. And just to say this, I want to get to the last few questions, but we give women permission to get help. Like, that is a must, right? I mean, how often does house help? I should say not how often, but how long have you been having house help? Because a lot of people think you wait until you make a whole bunch of money to get house help.
No. Well, no. When my oldest child is 30, I've had help for 30 years. Okay. I mean, but I had the example. Gloria had help when she recruited me. I saw how she ran her household. And that was an example, like, okay, that's what I want to do. We don't need to be all things to all people. And I think women get caught up in doing it all. You don't have to do it all. There's some amazing help out there to help you have it all, be all. Kenny didn't really want a housekeeper at first, but once he understood what it was, then he was like, "When is Miss Faye coming?" Okay, is this her week? And so I think when you're not used to it, you have to get used to it.
Yeah.
And help is essential. I knew that he wasn't going to love me anymore by me cleaning the toilet or the bathtub. I don't like doing floors. I'd rather take that time, taking a walk in the park with him, being with my children. Let somebody else do that. And you know what? These days, I just saw an ad the other day that somebody will come. It's a subscription thing, but they'll come and clean your house for like $50 if you get on the subscription. I mean, so friends, do the things you want to do in this life. I promise you, it's going to make you happier. It's going to keep the relationship healthier. Get the help in any area, whether it's cooking, cleaning, helping taking care of the kids. And I know there's some women like, "Well, no, I want to do it all." Well, whatever floats your boat. That was never my thing. Was never my thing.
It's the truth. And this is a great reason to get started with your business. Some people, it's just a part time gig. Some want to go all the way for the gusto. But if it was just to pay for help, to trade time for with your
Trade
family,
time.
so that you can do that,
Yes.
unbelievable. So,
Yeah.
talk to us about the kids. Of course, we could have done the whole segment on the kids. Your kids are amazing. Winning is in their DNA and they are carrying it out. So, we talked about, you know, your greater family, but who are the Mondays? Talk about those Monday kids.
Oh, the Monday kids, the Monday kids. It's been a journey, you guys. We've got Sydney, who's a Howard University, HU grad, working out of New York City for one of the largest children's books, publishing company. And she's in children's books and she's living her best life. And then we've got my middle son, Kennedy Giles, Monday. He's a UNC Chapel Hill grad. Yay, yay, yay. And then we've got the baby, and he is in Baltimore with us, helping his dad coach. He is wrestling at the senior elite level, just came back from Madrid. Actually, he's on a plane right now from Madrid, Spain, where he came back with the gold in that tournament. Yes, yes, yes. And then the baby boy, a Princeton University grad, who is also following his dad's footsteps on the wrestling circuit, the senior level. Both of them, for the first time, wrestled internationally and won this tournament in Madrid. So when I tell you we're on a high, Katrina, I mean, talk about gold medal specialist. That's who we be. I get a gold medal in my business. They get a gold medal in their business. It is a family affair. So winning, we talked about winning since they were little. We've talked about being disciplined since they were little. We talked about going after what you want. You got to go get it. It's not promised to you. You're not entitled to you. Just because your last name is Monday doesn't give you a gold medal. You have to do the work. And so it's just been a journey. We know that growing kids, honestly, I tell people all the time, it's been my most difficult assignment in life, but my most rewarding assignment in life. Motherhood is not for the weak. It's not for the faint. And so I just encourage women to dream big. You can have it all. Be a go-getter. Teach your children to be go-getters because the world awaits you. The world awaits you.
I love it. I love it. Well, of course, pictures of all the kids popped up, but with this newest win, and Sydney has my heart for sure. Okay, she is.
I know. I would say, don't leave my baby girl out. She started this whole thing because Sydney sometimes gets overlooked because the boys get so much attention with their wrestling, whatever. But Sydney is a big ball of shot caller. That girl is super bad all day long, doing her thing. So we love Sydney, but I know that sometimes the boys overshadow Sydney. Yes.
You know, when you just do it big like this, we wanted to show this newest win. So check out this video. Check it out. Sabrina celebrating them boys.
'Cause this crew is rocking when it feels this good. When it feels this good. Makes you wanna go. Makes you wanna go. Na 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 na. Put your hands together now. Everybody now. Put your hands together now. Sometimes it hits you when you least expect it. When it feels this good. When it feels this good. When it feels this good.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
So
I mean,
juicy.
we were watching for because of course the time difference. And I'm like, oh my God, we're 4:00 in the morning. I'm screaming. Rio is running around like, what is going on? My beautiful dog, Kenny, is like coaching from all the miles away, like they can hear him. And so it's just been a journey. We're so grateful because honestly, to have two brothers at the senior level, traveling the world, doing what they love is a blessing all by itself. So again, where we started is grateful. Where we end here is grateful. The world awaits us. It's big. opportunities and options. We're just so grateful.
Hmm. I mean, honestly, just I remember when Sydney was abroad in Italy, right? That's where she went
Yes,
abroad.
she lived in
And
Italy for her senior year in high school. Yes.
just to say, my kids went to Spain. Do you know how many people, how many parents, A, have not been to Spain, and
Right.
B, are reluctant, don't have a passport? What do I do? Wouldn't know how to
Oh my
navigate
goodness.
because of our lives. Like, place them anywhere in the world, they will figure it out, right? I
They
mean,
will figure it out. They
they will
say,
figure
Katrina, that, to change the world, you must see the world. And
it.
Kenny and I
Mhm,
have a great affection for travel. The kids have had their passports since they were teeny weeny. And now to see them traveling the world is really a beautiful thing. It is.
mhm,
And don't limit yourself. Don't limit your children. I was talking to one the other day and she's like, no, my kid, no, it's going to be in state. I was like, she's super
mhm,
bad all day long. Why would you make her stay in state? The
mhm,
world is hers. She's going to get offers from all over the country. Let
mhm,
that baby thrive wherever she wants to go. If she
mhm.
chooses to stay in state, hey, so be it. But don't put that in her head that
Yeah.
she needs to stay in state.
Absolutely. Lifting lids for real, for real, for real. So, my last question is we talked a lot about the most important thing is the woman we become in the process. We talked about Mary Kay past. We talked about the present in Mary Kay and how we're loving our business right now. How about the future? Why should someone join our pink world today? Where is Mary Kay going in the future?
Well, I tell you, technology and science have come together and we have the best product on the market. I'm not just saying that. When I tell you these products are good, when I was doing my faces, when I said, I'm so glad I'm in Mary Kay. I'm so glad that I could just go to my shelf and get whatever I need from top to bottom. I'm so
Yeah.
grateful for a quality product. I'm so grateful that we've been around for 60 years. We're the number one brand. Put your ones in the air. Put it in the chat. Number one, number one, number one. I'm so grateful that I've watched this company grow into who we are today. Talking about, for the future, this is where it's
Mhm,
at. The women and men who are coming into this business because of the freedom, the flexibility, because of our history, our legacy, because we are a household name. We're not some jumped up new brand trying to find our way. We're
mhm,
proven. We are, proof positive who we are. We don't have to sell you on who we want to become. We know who we are. We know where we've been, and we know where we're going. The future is
mhm,
bright. This is it. I'm talking technology on cutting edge. I'm talking about we have apps. Now, if you have a phone and a face, you're in business. You could
mhm.
be in the park with your kids making money. You could be at the swimming pool. Katrina's on her way to the beach right now, beach, water park somewhere, and she is going to be handling her business.
Yep.
Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. The cash register is rolling while we're
Mhm,
doing different things in life. You
mhm,
want a business that grows with you. You want a business that allows you to live life, not hold you in one place. You want a business that is versatile, and it's Mary Kay.
mhm. And it's crazy. $35. I mean, we paid $100 30 years ago.
Come on. I mean,
$35.
really, really, don't even think about it. Guest to the guest, come on. You got it. Go get it. 35 bucks just to see what this can do for you. Crazy good.
Crazy, crazy. Right before we give away our cash, I just want to invite the guests and give you an opportunity. First of all, we love the product. And so we always have a product offer here at the Pink Table. Sabrina and I mean, you will see us on Natural. We got no issues being on Natural on social media, especially at the beach, right? But when we start putting this face together, it's all about that foundation, ain't it? Are you a CC cream or a foundation girl?
CC.
CC cream, and I'm all the way foundation. I am some 140 in the summer and 130 in the winter bronze. So this is our CC cream and our foundation, and you start the process with the primer. Your beauty consultant can hook you up. And today, if you get started with foundation and a primer, we will treat you to beauty blotters as a gift. And let me just tell you, you need these linen strips. They lift the oil and the dirt from your face without removing the makeup. And I don't know how hot it is where you are, but it's been 1,000 degrees up over here, and you need some beauty blotters for
Very humid in Baltimore. Very humid.
yeah,
Yes. Yes.
humid for sure. And so I want to just share with you really quickly for the guests, you guys. Just some quick fun facts. We touched on many of them, but number one, we make money 50% off everything we sell. You can come in and be a brand ambassador. You could work virtual. You can work in person. No sales experience is required. Totally up to you. We talk deeply about the flexibility of our time, the fact that you can just get started with a couple hours here, a couple hours there, but you probably will find if you come in hobby time that you might go, ooh, this could be a serious side hustle, because this is not the time of this or that. This is the time of this and that and that. Okay. And it could even become your part-time gig or can replace your full-time, as Sabrina and I together collectively, okay, have been winning this game for a while. Dual marketing concept. Mary Kay's not multi-level, not a pyramid scheme. I mean, the reason we're so current, but we've been doing this for 60 plus years. And so it is a real solid company, not fly by night. And we do it all the right way. The P&L, people and love, not just profit and loss. The collaboration is cool. We talked about it completely, but we have a vast, literally, before we came on here, we were talking about, you could spin the globe. We could definitely spin the states, and pretty much everywhere we go, there is someone who would love on us, or someone that we're connected to and we know well because of how we collaborate in Mary Kay and the sisterhood and the brotherhood that we have now. The rewards, we didn't even touch on those, but they're deep, not just the untangible ones that we talked about today, but some real things. I mean, the cash, the diamonds, it's real, okay? You can earn amazing rewards and incentives. And then, of course, we have a fleet of cars. The Chevy, you can have our first car, the Trax, the Equinox. And of course, we've been rolling in the pink Cadillac. Sabrina and I roll in the Escalade. As we are headed this month.
You want a bigger dream or bigger vision? You have to be at Seminar.
Anybody that needs an uplift, you're going to get it here.
Seeing what the company does behind the scenes.
Hearing the stories that really touched my heart.
It's just life-changing.
Rainbows in our eyes can seem to find the great divide and get to the bottom. We'll never change it, 'cause darling, we're different.
You just really get the heart of Mary Kay when you come to Seminar. The more you come, the more you meet new people. I love hearing the top national speak because they have more vision, more encouragement.
Learning from the women that have set the course before us.
We have multiple topics that have seen sales growth courses prior year.
My legacy is so tied in what I have learned and grown from Mary Kay Ash. You have the opportunity to create a legacy. Deposit your best in people.
This is my 26th seminar. You just feel the love. I'm going to come back empowered, uplifted, and wouldn't miss it for the world.
The more you come, the better it gets.
Ooh wee, ooh wee, ooh wee, ooh wee. We talk about that, and it is like we get so excited. Seminar, there's nothing like it, right? You could start Mary Kay today and meet us there.
Absolutely.
What's your favorite part?
I just love the glamour. I love the inspiration. Honestly, I tell people they need to do Mary Kay for mental health, positive mental health. It's therapy, it's belonging, it's community, it's winning, it's relationships, rich on all levels. Fabulous. I can't wait to see you there, Katrina.
I know. A couple weeks, we are headed there giving away prizes. We're about to give away cash. I had to put my glasses on so I could read the name for real. And so how do you get entered here is becoming, we have new consultants, those that have joined our team in the last month. We have people that have hosted Mary Kay parties. Certainly, if you choose to become a Mary Kay consultant, that's awesome. If you choose not to, you can host a party and you could become one of our best customers and share and earn some free product that way as well. So all different ways. Some people have one entry, a lot of people have multiple. So go ahead and bring up this wheel, Dorothy, and let's spin the wheel and see who is going to get a little cash app from me. Okay, so this is in the last month only. And just for being on today, you're entered into the August drawing. So let's see who wins. And the winner is Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is Valerie Otterness is the beauty consultant, and Valerie Otterness is the director. So that's why her name is there twice. And her guest name, I don't know if you're on, is it Yuritsi Martinez? And Valerie was a truck driver before Mary Kay. Can you believe that, Sabrina? And lives in Central California. I know it is hot where you are. So I'm betting that Yuritsi lives there too. So super excited to hit you on your Cash App, Yuritsi. So Valerie will let me know how to reach you. Sabrina, your story is riveting. The chat has been blowing up. I love everything about the Goodwins, everything about the Mondays. And I am so grateful that our lives collided because of this pink world. Among all the things that, and I didn't really share here because I stopped right here. Among all the things that I've loved the most that have come out of my starter kit, it has been the friendships and the relationships. So you guys make a decision to get started. It's just $35. $35 gets you started. You can then supersize it if you want with $45 for tools that you need. And you could also do what we did, which was get the full Pro Start, which is over $400 worth of supplies and products and all kinds of things. So we've got that available for you. Again, you can certainly, everybody is looking for a hostess with the mostest. This is our new year in Mary Kay. And so why not grab some girlfriends and get some freebies? And you get entered into the drawing this next time just for hanging out with us today. So thank you for being here. Dorothy, you could take that down. I'm having problems with my mouse over here. So I am so grateful that you were here. And you guys, we love and appreciate you. Thank you for joining us on the Pink Table. We will talk to you later. Bye-bye. Till next time.
It was a blast. Thank you.
Awesome.